From here we went to new project, and after going to new project we deleted all the extra node first. The first thing we need to add is to import a character. We've imported the character. We need to rotate the character, so we'll press W to bring up the rotate option. Here we set it to 90. Pressing Q will bring up the move option. In simulation, go to domain and set the X value to 300, set this one to 100 and set that one to 100 as well. That's done. We move the character back so that we can animate everything according to the character's animation for the file. So first we'll align the character. We've already done that. Now after this we need to add an emitter. We added one volume emitter. Inside this there will be an explosion, and there will be another one, a burst emitter volume. We set this to burst. Naming helps us because it lets us know exactly what we are doing. After that we worked on the shape. After shape we added a primitive here. After going into primitive we added a cylinder here. We went to expose, then to visual, and then to show emitter. After this we reduced its height a little and wrote it here. Then in the burst we went to visual, show emitter. After that inside it we need to connect burst again. This time we need to change it to distributed axis and then increase the X value, set all the others to 0, and inside this we need one axis upward and change the others as well. With one axis upwards, what will happen is that it will move in only one direction. For example, if you look at it now, we have turned it on for now and it has appeared in front of us. Here we moved it and now everything is ready. Here we moved the shape burst down and we need to activate the shape burst only when a character strikes the ground. It will happen here, and its size is also too big, so we need to reduce the size a bit. We also have to work on the other scope. It has come here, and after that we reduced it a little more. And we moved it here and we made it tall. After that, here in the exposure we will change its emission settings. Inside it we set the replace option to 9, set the emission to 2 and set the additional pressure to bus. After coming into the bus, we changed its settings again and set the additional pressure to 5. There's no need to mess with the other things. We set it here. If we go into its visuals, we turned off show meter so that we only create the explosion we want to create. That's done. Then in the bus, we went into activity and turned on the meter activity as well. After that we disabled this one, and here we turned both of these off so that in the 1 second explosion we only get what we need, just fire or tech. Then we changed this, and now let's see what happened. It's done, but the explosion here isn't creating enough impact. So for that, first we need to increase the velocity transfer. Second, if we set this to 50, now the impact will be created. And secondly, we need forces. We went into forces, selected no space and left its natural value as is. We restarted it again, and now our explosion is ready. But if you look at the end, the continuous flame is still appearing. So to turn that off, we checked it again. यहाँ came or turned on shape activity of our primitive और फिर turned off यहाँ. Now look. Now the impact has been created.